So, if you've played Fortnite, it's pretty obvious that building is an essential part to winning your battles and your games. But you've obviously seen some insanely quick builders like Ninja or Myth that can completely outplay their opponents with just building walls and ramps alone. And I'm going to teach you some of the tricks that they use. Obviously, I'm not as experienced or skilled as them, but I know like a few things about building, and I will teach you some of the tricks that I know. So hopefully you can improve with your building. Go to the Fortnite settings and put the controller layout to Quick Builder. It will help you switch between pieces and materials more easily and just help you build faster in general. I would switch it as well, but I'm too lazy to. It's just that I don't want to be that bad at playing Battle Royale for a few days while I'm getting adjusted to it, so yeah. But it's not an essential tip. Let's just get down into the actual building mechanics itself. I'm going to be demonstrating these on Save the World because I have full materials there, and plus I don't want to be getting shot in the middle of my demonstration. So yeah, let's just land down into a random mission and begin. So there are 4 pieces of building, obviously. Walls, ceilings, ramps, and pyramids. Honestly, who uses pyramids? Just pretend there are 3. So if you don't know how to really build effective structures against your enemy fire, then all you need to do is really just press B and then hold down right trigger while looking around everywhere, such as like this. And now that is fast building. And then if you want, you can just spam ramps so you can look above the enemy base. And that's just your basic building technique. I mean, it doesn't really require much skill. I'm basically just holding down right trigger. It's very inconsistent, but it can get the job done. With a technique like this, a higher sensitivity would work better, but seeing that I play on 4 sensitivity and people say I can still build decently fast, there are obviously many building techniques you can use without having to have a high sensitivity, so let's cover some more. Now obviously, when an enemy is firing from a position as say there, you want to build 2 walls like that to cover yourself from fire and to stay alive longer. But is there a particular faster way? I mean, to build those 2 walls like that, there is a technique to make it go a tiny bit faster. Before you start building, you should place it on the very edge of the wall like that, so you can just cover it that fast. Let's compare the speed of when I use that technique as compared to normally building it. Obviously, the technique on the right was a lot faster. And even looking in the editor, it was only faster by 0.3 or 4 seconds, but even that can save you from taking a bullet to the body or head, which could end up winning the gunfight. Here's another tip when you're in a fort and you're taking fire. If a wall disappears from your fort because of gunfire, say like this, then put it back immediately and then jump out the other side. Or not even jump out, edit your way out the other side so your enemy won't see you jump and then you can hit him with the element of surprise. Let's take a look at an example where I did this. So here you can see my fort is taking fire. I quickly replace the walls and stuff, and then I try to edit my way down. I end up finding a player here, and I take him by surprise. Again, editing so you have the element of surprise. Another thing you always should aim for while building is you need to get the higher ground. This way you can shoot down on your opponent while he is trying to come up at you. Let's take a look at another example. So here I am rushing my opponent while he's trying to shoot me down. I get the higher ground, and I keep trying to get the higher ground. He wants to take down my higher ground, but I keep trying to build back up. Here, you can see him trying to build up to me, so I'm trying to shoot down at him. Because I have the higher ground here, I can shoot my opponent and kill him. Let's play this more slowly. Also notice how I'm aiming the walls at the corner, so I can put up the 2 walls fast. Now, if someone has the higher ground on you, watch what I do very closely. Start building ramps with a roof above your head, and then build a floor and build out so you can face your opponent with a newfound higher ground. Make sure to build the ramps above yourself too, so he cannot shoot down on you from above. I don't actually have an example at the moment where I use this to kill an opponent, but I do know it has saved me plenty of times from dying. One last tip, and probably the most important, is that when you're in high level like building battles and people are building like crazy, just remember that every single move he makes has a counter. For example, you can put a floor above the ramp he's trying to build up to you. You can also do things like put a ramp on top of the base he's building so you can shoot down on him from above, again getting the higher ground. There are many counters, and it kind of just takes a lot of playing to find out all the counters to what they're doing. I don't even know all of them myself, but if you can figure out all of the counters, you can definitely beat almost anyone in a build battle. And I will be the first to tell you that my aim is very subpar. Like, I will miss an insane amount of shots, but my building is always there to compensate for it, and that's how I'm able to win a lot of the intense battles that I have.